The allegation against Yap concerned is his role as caretaker of Benguet, Lone District. Duterte accused his son's ally of rigging of bid through his agent, exerting influence in choosing his district engineer to be able to control the awarding of projects in the district assigned to him. Wait, sounds familiar. Ito yung na-expose ngayon. So ito ngayon ang tanong, Rodrigo Duterte, alam mo na pala noon pa lang na may mga congressmen involved dito sa ganong klaseng katiwalian. Anong ginawa ni Rodrigo Duterte? Wala. 2019 pa lang, alam na pala to ni Rodrigo Duterte. Pero hinayaan niya, nilugmok pa rin niya ang Pilipinas sa katiwalian. Alam na niya na may ghost projects noong 2020. Alam na niya yung kalakaran nito noong 2019. Pero wala siyang ginawa. Tapos ngayon sasabihin ni Benjamin Magalong, hindi ngayon lang nagdalabasan yan. Ulun! So, habang tumatagal nabibisto itong si Magalong. Actually, suicidal talaga yung strategy ni Benjamin Magalong. I think itong si Benjamin Magalong overestimated number one, yung suporta ng tao sa mga advokasya laban sa korupsyon. Pangalawa, na-overestimate din niya yung posibilidad na malinis siya. Feeling ko, na-overestimate niya yung kumpiyansa sa kanyang sarili. Overconfidence ang tawag doon. Ang problema po kasi, mga babayan, itong si Benjamin Magalong takes pride in being the good governance anti-corruption champion. Ang problema, selective pala. Pinipili lang niya yung kanyang mga titirahin. At ang tinitira niya, yung mga pinipili niya na titirahin, mga kababayan, ay yung kalaban ng kanyang amo na si Rodrigo Duterte, Sara Duterte. Apparently, pati si Pulong Duterte kasama. Excited na ba kayo malaman ang tatlong lihim ni Benjamin Magalong? Ayan, Rock and Rocket is Magalong protecting Paulo Duterte and Eric Yap. Uy, Eric Yap. Davao City Representative Paulo Duterte and Benguet Representative Eric Yap are reportedly behind the overpriced 36 billion pesos rock netting project in Benguet. Oh my God! Tindi ni Pulong, may 51 billion ka na sa Davao City? Nakihati ka pa sa 36 billion ng Benguet? This was revealed by Verifiles columnist Antonio Montalvan II, who alleged that the two lawmakers' participation in the racket was known to Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong. The three untold secrets of Benjamin Magalong. Yes! Kaka-intriga, guys! After reading this article, readers may render a verdict on whether Benjamin Magalong, number one, is a fraud, was sleeping on the job, chose to be silent, has no balls, ay, walang bayag. Or, all of the above. I don't know also all of the above, promise. The first untold secret. Former Senator Antonio Trillanes confessed that back in 2022, Magalong revealed to him, who were in command of the public works anomalies in government, Magalong had singled out to Trillanes information on rock netting project in Benguet. That project cost 36 billion pesos. For context, rock netting nag-umpisa daw yan under the Duterte administration. Totoo ba yan? Totoo ho talaga. Sinabi ho talaga yan ni Manuel Bonoan noong September 2, 2025. Ang sabi niya, yung rock netting daw ay nag-umpisa noong Duterte administration. Mga babayan, ang ginawa ng Duterte administration, ginamit yung rock netting para makapag-ghost project. Para kumita. Magalong has to pay a certain price because it has taken him 3 years now of concealing those names. It will expose him as a Duterte protector. On the other hand, once we know who these anomaly managers were, it will definitely define Magalong as no doubt a Duterte protector. Magalong is actually doomed. A faithful lieutenant must head it. Yap's being a neophyte was insignificant. What was significant was who he was faithful to. Rodrigo Duterte himself said it. Eric Yap is the BFF of Paulo Duterte, his son. Ay. Ngayon, mga kababayan, noong 2022, nilaglag ni Rodrigo Duterte si Eric Yap. Sinabi niya na si Eric Yap daw ang tiwaling opisyal sa likod ng nangyayaring mga proyekto sa Benguet. Sabi niya. The allegation against Yap concerned is his role as caretaker of Benguet Lone District. Duterte accused his son's ally of rigging of bid through his agent, exerting influence in choosing his district engineer to be able to control the awarding of projects in the district assigned to him. Wait, sounds familiar. Ito yung na-expose ngayon. Merong isang congressman, pupuwersahin si district engineer, tapos ipapasok nila sa budget yung pera ng rocknetting at saka cat's eye. Pagkapasok sa budget, mga kababayan, paghahatian na ng mga ni contractor, ni district engineer, tsaka ni congressman. Tapos, magbabribe sila, ibabribe nila si COA, ibabribe nila yung mga ibang bidders at kung sino-sino pa. So ito ngayon ang tanong, Rodrigo Duterte, alam mo na pala noon pa lang na may mga congressmen involved dito sa ganong klaseng katiwalian. Anong ginawa ni Rodrigo Duterte? Wala. 2019 pa lang, alam na pala to ni Rodrigo Duterte. Pero hinayaan niya, nilugmok pa rin niya ang Pilipinas sa katiwalian. Alam na niya na may ghost projects noong 2020. Alam na niya yung kalakaran nito noong 2019. Pero wala siyang ginawa. Tapos ngayon sasabihin ni Benjamin Magalong, hindi ngayon lang nagdalabasan yan. Ulul! When the Duterte created PACC was investigating a district engineer, called PACC Chair Greco Belhica to drop the case. Belhica is another Duterte secret keeper. No filing of charges against Yap was recommended. All the noise from Duterte was simply performative. Teatro lang pala. Attention ICI and Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon, send Yap and Paulo Duterte to jail and investigate Belhica. The corruption was syndicated. Tigas ng mukha ni Magalong, no? And he had the gall. The temerity na harapin si Presidente Bongbong Marcos, dalhin siya doon kung saan nangyari yung rocknetting at isisi sa Marcos administration yung rocknetting. Tigas ng mukha mo, Benjamin Magalong. Alam niyo mga kababayan, in fairness to Magalong, magaling siya mambudol, magaling siya magsalita. Kaya nga scammer siya. Nakakita na ba kayo ng budolero na hindi magaling magsalita? Walang ganun. Lahat ng scammer magaling magsalita. Lahat ng politikong magnanakaw magaling magsalita. Ganon din si Benjamin Magalong.